Switching it up. Hey, hey, ho, hey,
Hip-hop, hey,
ho, hey, ho, hey, oh, hey. Okay, I haven't used Be Live in a long time, so we're gonna play around.
I need to type for them.
It's entertaining to like watch me pantomime.
Oh, Lord.
Whoop whoop. All right. It's all right. It's okay. Gonna play with the sound today. Yes. Okay. Yes. Does that mean that there's sound, or yes? Does that mean that you're just entertaining? There it is. Okay. There's sound.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I feel like you did nothing.
I just like hit buttons, and then I shook my hands, and I did switch, and then I turned it back on. So I don't know. Still watching. I'll watch the comments, see how it goes.
Anyways, back to regularly scheduled.
Back our regularly scheduled show. Might not so make a good podcast.
So do you have a name for it? Because I think like people that just say things but they don't contribute, I kind of think of them as assholes. Like if they ask a question but they're completely unrelated to the conversation. Is this like
I feel like
I'm covering me up?
Putting it all up in everybody's face.
Dang.
We are acting. Oh my Lanta. Lord have mercy on my soul. This is fun, guys. This is fun. This is the rhyme.
I think this is a paparazzi mic.
Paparazzi. The echo when I turned on my phone, so I don't know, because I know there's a delay. It's repeating everything 2-3 times. Hello.
Do you have another tab open?
Hello, darkness, my old friend. No, I do not. What if I change cardio to something? People. Oh, okay, that's obnoxious. Why don't I'm gonna pull it up on my phone and see how it sounds. Sorry, people on Instagram. You guys are getting like all the technical difficulties. Okay. I see. As I'm repeating myself, you guys are gonna get that like 11 times. Let's figure this out. It sounds like a stutter. I mean, stutter. That is a song. It's a thing.
No technology.
There's like a super crazy delay.
Do you want me to
hold it? All right. Okay. All right.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Repeating though.
Sorry, I just now a thing. Yes. Okay. So, Whine About It is definitely a show that should be laughs and craziness.
It's still stuck.
And whine. And let's just take the Yeti and turn on mic how that works.
All right. This is internal mic only. Testing.
1, 2, 3. We're doing a test of all of the things. I don't know what's happening. La 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 la. We are the cutest ever. Thank you, Cheryl. We try. You guys can totally see like all my bra. You're welcome. Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're gonna keep it on the internal mic then. Why did somebody pay a bunch of money for that? I don't know.
This is nice.
It works when it works. It's been a while. I should have tested this before I decided to throw everything back together, like, this old hat or something. But oh, you know what? It probably could have been trying to come through both, like my webcam mic and my other. You know what? Testing later. This live is talking about the difficulties of technology. No, we're talking about the difficulties of human beings. Oh, and now I just turned out my light. Lord have mercy.
No, difficulties of technology.
The universe says, talk about technology. I don't know. Technology makes me happy. At the end of the day, it connects me with amazing people, my friends, my family, the humans across the globe. So I can't be super mad at it. It makes my life so much easier. And I'm glad that the audio is so much better. Yay! Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for sticking with us for this 10 minutes of cray cray. I feel like I should like start it all over and like give a little bit of like intro, because I was planning on making this a podcast, and I could just cut out the first like 11 minutes and make it a thing. So real quickly, today we are doing our launch of the series, Whine About It, where I totally just made that up. That's totally not the jingle. I don't know what's going to happen.
Why would you say that? You're supposed to go with it. We're in showbiz.
We're in There's no business like show business. Anyways, so this is a series where we go live and we whine, as in we drink wine. Right now it's hard kombucha, but you know, we do what we do. And then there's a bottle of Zinfandel for later. But we drink wine and we whine about different things that have us hashtag triggered on the regs. So today we're gonna talk about the people who always have to have something to say in the conversation, but they really aren't adding value to the conversation. I don't know if you guys were able to hear me when I was talking about the Zinfandel. Part of the reason why we're drinking hard kombucha right now instead of wine is because my Zen was not at the proper cellar temperature. I had thrown it in the refrigerator last night and I didn't take it out in a timely fashion. So one thing about red wine is it actually makes it taste better, and it kind of like smooths out the tannins and cuts some of that bitterness. For those of you who think that red wine is bitter, is when you like properly have it chilled, which is at cellar temperature, 55 degrees to 60 degrees. So a good way to do that is just throwing it in the refrigerator for about like an hour or so before you're ready to enjoy it. Or if you're like me and you know you're going to forget that in that hour window, you throw it in the night before, but then sometimes you also forget to take it out in a timely fashion as well. So, you know, forgetfulness all around. So we're just going to let that come up to cellar temperature while we drink this hard kombucha. We're not going to tell you who it's by because I am not currently sponsored, but if somebody wants to sponsor me and send me things, I will promote your stuff if I like it. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Tiara, aka T, your wine diva. I help you find wines that you are going to love. I am also a life and business coach, and I have just launched my Diva Den. So it's our paid community where I'm going to help you grow your business, leveraging social media, mostly organic reach, and all of that jazz. But that's not what this live is about. So we're going to just keep it rolling. Who are you, dude?
I'm Jay. I'm here for the flavor. Colored commentary, as it were.
Colored commentary? That's
The
racist.
commentary?
That's racist.
That was all you. That was all you. But yes, I'm here for the colored commentary.
Hashtag hide your kids, hide your wife. This is a very I don't know, inappropriate show. I don't know. I'm gonna say that there's probably cursing. The more there's alcohol involved, the more that our lips are just loose and say whatever that comes to mind. So
speaking from my lips,
speaking from your lips, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, please don't watch. Don't be offended. Jay's mom, don't be offended. Yeah. So all right.
Hey, Angela.
And yes. Cheryl says that she loves technology too. Technology connected. Yes, technology connected us. Connected me with Cheryl, connected me with Angela. I love it. I love you. Yes. Cheryl says she loves it when we curse. Okay, cool. Yep. And it's just we're just throwing it out there. Fuck it up. Let's go. All right. So people who have nothing to add to the conversation, I think the part of when Jay's here for the eye candy, additional eye candy, we got to throw that in because I obviously am enough eye candy, but you're here to add a little bit more.
Sorry,
flair.
Angela's got a sweet tooth. Colored
commentary, a little chocolate. Got a little caramel and a little chocolate. I don't think we're ever going to get to the topic. So loose lips in the gutter. My brain went straight to the gutter too, Angela. It's totally fine. But yeah, so how this topic came to my mind. I like to engage. I like to like ask a lot of questions on social media. I do a lot of those like little posts where you can have a background because you know what? I've gotten lazy in my quote unquote old age of not wanting to take pictures of myself sometimes, or I'm still in bed and I'm like, I am not photo ready. So yeah, we're just gonna use that convenient little background filter thingy and like put words. And I'll ask a question and I'm trying to start a conversation when this happens. I want to engage with my friends. I want to have a good time. And sometimes my question is not for you. You know, like if I'm on social media and I'm doing my scroll thing and someone's like, hey, moms, guess what? I don't have a kid. So I kind of tend to scroll by it because it doesn't sound like it's going to be for me, regardless of if I have an answer for it or not. You, what?
I was like,
What?
hey, maybe it's time to fight back at it. Scroll through their feed and comment on their mom posts. I don't have a kid.
I don't have a kid, but and, you know, like I feel weird doing that, you know, and but sometimes I'm
Revenge.
like if it's like, oh, kid moms, what are some great like snacks for kids? And I'm like, I've worked with kids, I've got a niece and a nephew, I've got my friend who has kids. I think I know how to answer this question. Give them some fruit, give them some veggies, give them, I don't know, Pop-Tarts if you want to be very processed and not healthy. But yeah, so like I have ideas, but typically I'm just gonna, if it says, hey moms, I'm scrolling by it, right? It's not me, it is not for me. I am not the intended audience. So when I say, what up, my wine lovers, what are you drinking tonight? And then the person that says, I don't drink, I just said wine lovers at the beginning of this comment. Why are you talking to me? It drives me insane. Hashtag triggered.
Have you ever had that happen on work meetings? I feel like those are the worst. Because, like, not only are you, like, you have a purpose, right? It's not just somebody acting out of their free will, but you're on a call, and then they comment, and they say, like, well, I don't know about that, but maybe we should look into it. I'm like, why
are you talking?
Even here? This was not helpful. Stay on mute. Just yes, parrots.
Angela says it's like parrot owners. Let me tell you about my cat. No, we're not talking about your cat right now. We're talking about parrots. Come on, stick with it.
I feel like there needs to be a nickname, like squawkers or something. Like they just feel the need to say something.
It's like they need to hear their voice. Like they need to hear themselves talk, and it's just like I don't know.
But maybe they're just not included enough at home. Maybe they need the love. Mm-hmm. That's a whole. They need a life coaching session, and we need to talk about. We need to talk about their life and their hugs and their lack of inclusion in the home. I don't know. So, what's the pettiest thing you've ever done to somebody that's done that? It doesn't have to be in your group or your conversation, but you saw.
What is the petty? Okay, you guys answer, please. Like, what is the pettiest thing? Drop it in the message box. But I think you're not supposed to say comments still. I think that's still a thing, but whatever. Hashtag don't care. But yeah, I don't know. I as much as I like to think that I'm petty, I don't think that I'm. Angela said there's a name, self-centered. Yes, honey. I might be a diva, but still, yes.
So you never hit him back with the, why did you say that?
Okay, so my like narcissist. She said what she said. All right, so for me personally, I like to be liked. I know it is something that I'm coaching myself through, that I should really focus on like the people that are really my people. But I do. It's like something that's like ingrained in me from childhood. I like being liked. I want people to love me. Okay. And so I don't.
You gotta hit them back with, no, babe, I'll help you out. All right, life coach. Hit them back with the, like, next time you're like, wine lovers, what are you drinking tonight? They're like, I don't drink. Just hit them back with that pity. Oh, feel free to comment back when you start drinking.
So Jay,
with kindness.
We call Jay Petty Wop.
whoa. Maybe.
After the rapper Fetty Wap. But no, Jay's an interesting individual in that like he seems so nice and
nice. I was trying to help him.
And so innocent. But you know what? He throws shade like all day, my friends. Like he throws shade all day. And he does it in a way that sometimes, you know, He's like, them shady trees that you don't you think they're helping you out because it's hot outside, so of course I want to be under a shady tree. And you're like, oh, this shady tree is helping me out, but really it's dropping acorns on your head, and you've got like all these little like leaves and stuff stuck in your hair when you walk away from the shady tree because it's dropping all his shade. That's what Jay does. He just dropping little shady seeds.
Calling me a dude. Dropping dude when people say.
Just dropping little shady seeds, and it's going right over their heads.
So Angela's on the I don't feed the trolls.
Yeah, she
side
said.
of things. So like I feel like it depends on where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to be engaged with anybody that's there? Are you trying to address the issue?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, sorry. Or are you trying to make sure that like more people don't do it?
I like petty twat too. That was a good one, Angela. Sorry, gotta say it out loud. For those who are gonna listen on the podcast later, I gotta throw it out there.
But yeah, I feel like if you're not trying to keep that type of thing going on, maybe just ignoring it is best. But like, if it comes up too often, maybe you gotta do something about it.
Like it goes back to like the ask hole kind of thing that you were saying earlier, which I think of like ask hole for me is from my like coaching perspective is that person that's like, I'm not investing in your coaching, or, I haven't like, I know you've given me all this training and all the links or whatever, but I'm just going to keep asking you the same freaking question like every single day. And I'm just like, you're just wasting my time. Let me like flip a table. But anger management issues. But honestly, like that's what I think of when I hear ask hole, and that's kind of my like trigger for a whole nother perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot where I was going with this statement.
Gotta go. Bring it back to feeding the trolls.
Feeding the trolls. So I also have this like mindset of what?
Just the
Cheryl, Angela. Comments are friends. So like it's for me there's like a saying that's like, you water the things that you want and you nourish the things that you want, and you leave the weeds to die. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the saying, but like,
what about when pooping on stuff acts as fertilizer?
So you're pooping. So your little tree poop is
I'm
fertilizing.
All over their comment, but I'm gonna help them grow.
Is that what you're helping them grow? You're helping them level up.
Uh-huh.
Level up.
I would say level up. More like rise above it.
Yeah. Rise above it.
Yeah, it's not quite.
All right, give me an example of someone that you've shitted on and they have responded in a way that seemed like they have grown from this metaphorical fertilizer that you've given to them.
Spiritual fertilizer.
This medical
spiritual fertilizer.
Okay. All
right. Let me make sure I'm getting the right topic there. Right. So we're talking about people that comment on things, but they don't have anything beneficial to add.
Yes.
Honestly, I just go with the upfront.
Honestly, sorry.
So why did you say that? Like, what were you getting to?
You say that to me all the time.
You're growing as a person, babe. You're growing.
Are you trying to tell me something? No, you say use your words a lot.
I think, well, with you, sometimes, like, you kind of forget where you're going with it. So, like, you get this topic in mind, and then you say it, but it's like, but what were we talking about? And you're like, oh, right. So you just got to be reminded.
Yeah.
But, like, usually it's not when it's something you can read and you're fully aware where you're going with it. It's like, you don't know the conversation. Mm-hmm. It's a little different than, Facebook and stuff like that.
My brain goes, like, so far, and my mouth isn't caught up to like where my brain's at, and like I have thought of this whole, like, usually how my brain works is like I've thought of this whole cycle, but I'm like, all right, cool, this is how this works and this is how I'm going to comment on it, and then like, but by the time I start talking about it, I get lost in my own words and what I'm saying, and then I start on a whole nother trajectory, and then I'm like, oh, but like squirrel, and there we go. My laughter is contagious. I appreciate it.
All right, so Angela wanted me to decide. What do I think? Now, I think it depends on the situation, is what I was trying to say. It's not one answer for everything. So, like, some people are trying to be nice.
I try to be nice.
Some people are trying to be real and keep things going.
I mean, yeah. I try to be nice. And so I just ignore. Like, that's usually my tactic.
That's what I do in work.
I try to
sit
like
there on mute
ignore.
and just like roll the eyes.
Are
Eye
you
rolling
even
gets
are
real.
you even paying attention? You're never on video.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Just, shady tree.
Hey, your face talks more than mine does.
My face says everything. And so I'm like, do I have to have my video on? Because you know.
That should be a conversation. Face talkers, where we
Oh.
don't say anything,
Oh,
but
you
with our
know.
face.
Mm.
Or while the other person's talking, you have to respond with your face.
What is it that your mom says? Watch your face.
No, that's what we tell her. What do you mean what she says?
Watch your face.
Dangerous to bring some people in public.
Whoa. What up, Kat? Happy Friday! Oh my gosh. Watch your face. I am 100% watch your face kind of person. So, like, if I was reading the comments and then I'm like, my face says it all, and then I just scroll. Keep it scrolling. Scrolling, scrolling, and scrolling, scrolling. Yeah, what up, Bill? Bill.
I feel like Bill has some potential pettiness. I want to know from y'all, what's the pettiest thing y'all done
I
to
could-
these people?
I could totally see Bill just being like throwing some low key shade about somebody. Angela's like, now I'm just yelling to yell. I don't know what we're yelling about. Yes, that's that person. Like, is that Steve Carell in Anchorman?
Oh yeah,
that is literally
That was funny, yeah.
the person that we're talking about. That person's like, I don't know what we're yelling about, but I'm just yelling because I want to be heard. Angela has RBF, aka resting bitch face, because it is late night on a Friday night. We curse over here. Hashtag
Girl.
warning dropped. Girl.
So like,
Boy.
have you ever seen anybody catch themselves when they do that?
Do what?
They like comment on something and it's totally pointless. They're like, I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know why I said that. Or nothing, like trying to bring it back around to the topic, or do they just wallow in their uselessness?
Wallow in their uselessness. I like that. I feel like there's people that I've heard people do it like in real life. Like, well, not that social media isn't real life, but I've like I feel like people like face to face, I've heard them do it where they're like, we're talking about something and I don't know, like, all right, we're talking about baking or something. And they're like, oh, well, I know how to make whatever, but we're talking about cake. We're not talking about.
Oh, I feel like they just get ran over in the conversation. Everybody just pretends they didn't hear anything about baking, or you said cake and then they talk about what?
I don't know, cookies.
Sure.
I was still trying to. I was kind of thinking of another confectionery thing. Ooh, a mojito bar sounds like a great thing. It also sounds like a fun name for a candy bar. Don't hashtag. I'm trademarking that, throwing that in there.
Can't trademark mojito.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. I have ideas. Oh man, I should start brainstorming. I'm gonna forget it, and I'm never gonna watch this back. You can start a mojito bar, friends. Figure it out. I am drinking a hard kombucha. It is called Purple Haze. Is there weed in this? Because that's a name for weed.
So,
and we are in California. Things like this happen.
Yeah, there are CBD drinks. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had CBD.
Organic raw kombucha, organic blueberry, organic ginger, and yeast. Yep, that's it. It literally says that on the can.
Yeah, I had some at a Quirktastic meetup. Hashtag Quirktastic, shout out.
All right, yeah. I got to finish this can and then we can get to the wine.
Mm-hmm. Dang, Angela called me out. I want a self-reflective, self-centered commentary.
Yep, that's what you want.
All right, oxymorons aside, some people proofread themselves. Hopefully, sometimes. I know it don't happen much on social media, but
I like read and I like reread and I'm like, oh, I'm like, is this funny? Like, because a lot of times I just really want my comment to be like enjoyed by all and be entertaining. So I'm like, all right, it made me laugh. And then I'm like, and then I scroll back up to like whatever the original post is. And I'm like, is this relevant? Yeah, it's relevant. Okay, post. And then if it's not, then I'm like, I just spent like 5 minutes coming up with something witty. Forget about it. And that's usually how I go about it. I take way longer to like express myself when I am commenting on social media than like I really feel like
in real life.
Then I really than in real life. Then in person, because like I like literally just fly off the handle. If you've never watched a live video, you're welcome. This is what I do. I just ramble and I go like bing 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 bing. Like it is literally a pinball machine. I don't know how Justin figures out what I'm talking about from 9 times out of 10. I'm pretty sure he just reads a book until I stop talking.
Do you feel like you sound smarter online?
Do I sound? I am 100. Like I am so much better online than I am in person. I feel like because in terms of writing, I can edit myself. Live video does give you a lot more of an understanding of like me personally and my personality, but like
And me.
and you. But I still feel like on a certain level, it's still us a little bit elevated. We have like our show space. I don't know.
Who's we?
Show persona. I don't know. You. I mean, like we're ourselves. Like this is basically how we talk to each other in real life, but probably not quite as loud. Lies. I'm always this loud. I'm probably gonna have like zero voice. This is literally my 10th video today. But yeah.
Aren't you used to it by now?
It's been a minute since I've done like 10 back-to-back videos in a day.
Mm.
Yeah, very,
Mm.
very yes, honey. Honey.
Well, that's why you got the lubricant going. Mm-hmm.
This is not a show about lube today. No.
This is social lube. What are you talking about?
Bill says he feels you.
Yeah.
Yes, Bill's here.
Oh, Kat was wondering, is there weed in this drink? Not in this one. But
Not
we're saying it exists.
Wait, no, there are drinks that have it. It's got probiotics though.
But it's CBD, the non-psychedelic aspect of marijuana. Just to clarify.
Yep, clarification. I heard that there are probiotics in tequila. I found that out the other day. I didn't Google it to like figure out if it's true, but that sounds like fun. All right. Anybody have any fun stories to tell about the people that add nothing to the conversation that like have triggered you in your past? Let's have a cathartic moment. You can share it with us. We can all laugh together. We can cry together. We'll drink together, of course. I hope everybody's drinking. Are you drinking? You should be drinking. Hashtag why not?
Hashtag Friday. Oh.
Friday.
Finish it off?
Ah!
I've never been a cane crusher. I feel like you have to grow up to that. I don't understand though.
I always wanted to be able to like on my head, but I also, I enjoy my skin. It's like one of my favorite things about me, so I'm not going to crush a can on my forehead.
So you say you're comfortable in your skin.
I am quite comfortable in my skin, about my skin. There are other things that I'm like, I can change, but
all right. While you pour us, Angela wants to know what good is it without the psychedelics? CBD has like apparently some calming effects, and I think also something maybe to do with like your blood or.
Are you now going to be a CBD consultant?
No. I'm just saying, like you read things every now and then. You gotta wonder these same questions, right? But yeah, I guess it's like a thing that people use for relaxing.
I'm pretty sure this is Angela's being 100% facetious in this moment.
No, you gotta ask. You gotta let them know.
We are quite I don't have a good word for it. That just totally negates the comment I was about to make. Loquacious is probably a good one. We're quite loquacious drunks, aren't we?
Yeah, this is lubricants really helping.
Yeah, see, she was kidding.
Look, maybe Angela went down. I don't know her like that.
She is our like witchy friend. She knows all about all of the herbs, the spices, the moon, and life cycles, and all of the things. And mead and weed. No, she lives in places that are not weed friendly.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you're always welcome in California with us. California, no child party. California. Captain Literal AF.
That's me.
Captain Save the Ho.
That's not
you. That's not.
I was telling some dude who's asking how it is being back over here from Virginia, and I was saying like I feel like DC calmed down a lot once we got legal. All those places that look super sketch walking through at night really, really toned down on sketchiness.
People were so nice once it was like everyone was just like I just remember walking. Where were we? We were in like what was that? Where we were going to what was the bar that shut down? Town. We were going to town. Hey. Yes, because town was a gay bar that had a drag show at like 10 p.m. or whatever, and it was awesome. It was so much fun. One of my favorite places, but they shut it down. I'm so upset about it. I don't even live that close anymore, and I'm still upset. So upset, I cried. But yes, so I feel like we were walking. And what district is that? This is how well I know DC. I don't know the districts, but we were walking through to town, and there's like a little bit of like a little sketchy area. I feel like, and like everybody was just sitting out on the porch or their stoops. Hashtag stoop kid. Hey, y'all, anybody? I don't know. Anyway, stoop kids were hanging out and they were just smoking up, and they were like, "Hey, you want to hit? Hey, you, how you doing? Everybody's happy." It was a lot less scary.
Yep, stoop kids are stooping. It was good.
Angela says she cannot legally comment on green.
Sorry, just use some metaphors.
Metaphors are good. Good for the brain. Good for the ooh, man, this is good for the body. 14.8% alcohol. This is going to be a show, guys. This is going to be a show.
And girls.
And girls. And non-binary and all. I try to be inclusive, but I don't know all of the things, and I need to educate myself.
You just say all the pronouns.
All of the nouns of pros.
That doesn't mean what you think it
I'm
means.
pronouns.
Are you pro-life? Yeah, I'm also pro-now.
We're not.
That's a joke yet.
No.
No,
that's be. Not. That's both are completely different opposite sides of the spectrum, honey.
No, but it's
okay. Yeah. Okay. We're non-political.
Fine. Pro-choice, and I'm also pro-now.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
Yes, Kat, there is wine with THC. I've never actually had it because, oddly enough, and I totally don't balk at spending $45 on a bottle of wine, but the only time I've seen it was like $45 for a bottle, and I was like, without tasting this, and I can't commit. I don't know, like, I'm such a wine snob. Like, I will dish out for a good bottle of wine. I will, but like, if I don't know, that's a price point that I'm not willing to throw out to like be like, that's just shit.
You can see if we have any THC wineries nearby.
No, it's only sold at the distillery.
Oh, no?
Dispensary. I said distillery.
Yeah.
Wrong type of thing.
Yeah, it's only sold there, but is it illegal to do tastings also?
I don't know. These are the questions.
I feel like San Fran or
I don't think there's anything in like LA, but
LA travel.
We once upon a time we did.
Yeah, once upon a time.
People is inclusive. Thank you, Angela. Mm-hmm. She knows the things. Shut the front door. Our door is shut. Did you lock it? All right. I'm not going to tell you guys our business, but
All right, now I will.
But Justin needs to lock the door sometimes. $45. You ain't paying for the wine. You're paying for the high. Yeah, I'm talking about the balcony door. We had a conversation. So like when we first moved into this apartment, it's on the 6th floor, and I used to lock the balcony door, and he's like, "Why are you locking it?"
No, you used to say, "Make sure you lock the door."
Lock the door, baby. And he's like, "What? Why? Balcony ninjas are gonna come and get us?" And I was like, "You don't know."
Yep, locked door is gonna stop the balcony ninjas.
Balcony ninjas coming
through all this trouble
if they went through
hell down to your 6th floor door, but this locked door, call off the whole
dang
thing.
it! They locked the door.
Beautiful, easily breakable window.
You hush your face. Vampires, see? Vampires are real.
But they can't enter in. You have to invite them in.
Is that real? I mean, depends on what folklore you're
Wait, which folklore? Locked doors stop vampires. Which part of Twilight did I miss?
Now I'm literally thinking about Twilight. I'm like, did they? Was that a thing in Twilight? Yes, you did have to invite them in Twilight, but I feel like
part of the locked door was an invitation.
What anime has vampires makes them invite them in? Zero.
Why does that have to be an anime though?
Because that was like the only one that I could think of that like commonly throughout anime I've not seen a vampire have to like wait at the door.
Yeah, but anime vampires fuck like they're buff,
they don't sparkle either.
Yeah, they're just all about the blood and glory.
Lock out the vampires. Yes. So this is what Wine About is going to be. We're going to talk about something. We're going to drink about something, and it's probably going to turn into the like a long just ends up talking about fandoms and things, because also it's Fandom Friday, and I haven't done a Fandom Friday video in a while, but you know what, we're putting it all together. Originals and Vampire Diaries, you have to invite. That's true. I have not finished the originals. Can we talk about the fact that there are so many like shows and things that I started, I invested a lot of time in, and as soon as Netflix like did caught up to whatever was on current TV and wasn't updating, I never went back.
Can we talk about the fact that I'm grateful?
You're grateful for?
Pretty much every one of those looked pretty horrible. I like the fourth or fifth or sixth season that you're on, and I walk by, I'm like, why is this happening?
Like what?
The original, not the originals. I'm pretty sure it's the other one.
Vampire Diaries.
Was it Vampire Diaries?
Vampire Diaries was the original.
That one was worse than the original.
Vampire Diaries was the original. I think Originals was better, and it was based
because they took like
New
all
Orleans.
the like pointless drama out of like their posturing and their talking to like make sure that they're very vampire-esque.
And they weren't in high school anymore.
They didn't have to do that as hard, so it was a little more natural. But I don't know.
Yep. And I also was it Klaus? I do like him as a character.
But what was it? The fairy tale one.
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, it was Once Upon a Time.
It was Once Upon a Time.
Yeah,
Once Upon a Time. I watched Once Upon a Time,
every time you pop in the middle of a season, you're just like, why is this mom yelling at her estranged daughter because she's a wicked witch that all of a sudden lost her powers and finally can love her daughter, but they're angry
spoilers.
still? Why is she angry? Like
that whole Peter Pan season,
and now Hook's stolen her only child, so they have to go rescue her friend. And like, why? Nobody cares. Why did Hook come in and he's a badass in season fucking 5? Or was it 10? It was one of them.
I was gonna say Hook was a good guy and Hook was hot, so you don't talk about Hook, okay? It was Pan. Pan was useless.
Anyways, just saying. They started off interesting, looked like trash mid-season, late seasons.
We do not watch Grimm, but it sounds like something I probably should watch.
As long as it's not a period piece.
A period piece? Like what?
Like when people have that time of the month from their girls.
You're sexist.
Am I?
Yeah, you're not pronouns.
Okay. But like the Tudors and others.
Oh, I didn't finish Tudors either. I think I watched 2 episodes of Tudors. However, Harlots is an amazing period piece. I don't care what you got to say about that.
Yeah, girl power period piece. That's cool. I'm down with it.
You're down with it?
Well, I'm down with people being able to watch it without me insulting.
You didn't have anything bad to say about it.
That's exactly my point.
You just like hoes. That implies that I'm a hoe. No, never mind. I take it back.
Well, you're not wearing any.
No, I'm wearing leggings.
Yeah, they're not hose.
Jeez. As I throw foil. What else was there? I'm trying to think. I didn't finish Downton's Abbey.
Can you finish Downton Abbey? Isn't it
so.
like 11 seasons and 2 movies?
I don't know. I don't know this life.
It's like on Grey's Anatomy level.
Grey's Anatomy, I close to finished. Cheryl's back. Her battery died. Just like those, yes.
So Cheryl, we're talking about bad TV shows.
We're whining about TV. I like Angela's commentary, colored commentary. Your colored commentary.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what are some of the other interesting topics you have in mind coming up
for future whines about it?
Whines about states.
All right, I have the notes section of my. I have a lot of notes. I have a lot of note sections in my notes and my notes and my notes, and I feel like if I died, someone had to go through my phone and be like, "What is on Tiara's mind? How does she have anything organized? Because it's organized chaos. That's what it is." It's supposed to be here. Yes, it's here. We're talking about the worst kind of drivers. I have thoughts about. Let's see. Keyboard courage, which has been encouraged by my lovely friend Teresa Thompson, or Teresa King.
They call them keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warrior or keyboard courage. They're doing the keyboard warriors, which
Sex.
sex is
Just sex in general.
Oh man, that is a conversation that could totally happen. Joe can't watch violence, so sex. Okay, okay, that should be the that would be a very long conversation, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yes, Teresa King. The keyboard courage, and I totally had a great example of some keyboard courage because somebody had something to say about non-gamer like gamers. I'm still like hashtag triggered. I just like someone posted because I'm in an anime group and someone took a screenshot of this statement that someone made in another group and shared it in our group, and we all just like lost our minds because the guy was like basically talking about this isn't a game, and you're not a gamer if blah 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 blah. And I was like, haters gonna hate. Like
they call them gatekeepers. There's people that say that you can't be a part of something if you don't do this.
You know, like you're not a hipster unless you're, you know.
Yep, you're on a vinyl.
or something. Right? Well, gamers are awesome. And like I don't personally identify as a gamer, but you know, I date a gamer, and I also support all people who play video games and at all levels, and I don't think that there should be like a gatekeeper for whatever. But
I do, but that's not the topic here.
I don't know. I was triggered by it, and then he was specifically was like, and all women, blah, 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 and I was like, you can take all of the seats. You're an asshole. But yeah, so I feel like that I don't know, gatekeepers.
Ooh, I'd love to see like there's gotta be an interactive session where all the moms come on and talk about their kids being gamers. I love hearing to see what the parents say about their kids being gamers. Because it's always somewhere on the spectrum of I don't understand, can't comprehend, he does this all his time, he needs to do something else. I've just and it's always interesting to see where they are in the spectrum and who's trying to fight against it. Because like I remember when I was growing up being a gamer, I all of a sudden got into books because I found a couple of fantasy books I liked and was like, Mom, Dad, buy me the next book because I finished this one in like 4 or 5 days or a week. And they're like, nah, that's too much money. We ain't about that.
You can get a library card because that's what my mom did to me.
But we did that, but then they still have to take us to the library. They're like, this is too much commitment on our part. Like, I didn't sign up for all this. We just want to make sure that you did something else.
So they don't read.
Well, back to games. I'm saying, like, games is pretty economical.
Oh, a whine about it. People that don't read.
Dang. Dang.
There's like not against it, but it's like an inside joke, so it's too long to explain. But throwing that in there, gamers is not like I feel like I need a different title for the gamers whine about it. But I am totally down for all of you guys' like thoughts and things to whine about in the future. Drop them in the comments. Let's see, worst people to be quarantined with. We have literally, I don't think we've really fought this whole time.
Over space a couple of times.
Yeah, like over like this one desk, and like that's totally food police. Oh man, let's talk about it.
Wait, what is food police
Food.
though?
What is your definition of food police, Justin? People that are all up in your food. Oh man, triggers.
Wait, how do people get up in your food though? Like talking about online or in person?
Angela, tell us how you feel about it. And that's something I can expand upon. But for me, like, to me, like food police is like, sorry, Dad, if you ever listen to this, but like I remember being like a kid and I wanted to eat something, and my dad would be like, "Aren't you on a diet?" or like whatever, and I'm just like, "Mind your business, like none of your business." Because that's my business. Hashtag Thomas.
I feel like if you're gonna tell me you're on a diet, then all of a sudden you open it up to be my business. You didn't tell me nothing, then it ain't my business.
Like I'm saying, okay, when I say I'm on a diet, I'm just saying I'm on a diet.
Oh, you're not saying don't bring Oreos around me?
If I say, baby, don't bring Oreos around me, then I say, babe, don't bring Oreos around me. If I say, babe, hey, if we go out to eat, can you make sure that, like, can you remind me to, like, not pick a certain type of food? That's one thing that I am not giving. I have.
No, you haven't.
Well, then there you go, babe. I have not given you permission. to police my food. There is a difference. You are not my coach. My life coach, you're not my weight coach, whatever. Oh, when people judge and police and preach about your food choices, do what makes you happy. Because like even like working in wine, this is a whole conversation. This is gonna be a topic. I like it. I love it. I love it. If I want steak, shut up and let me eat my steak. Yes, Angela, do you boo boo. I love it. Okay, I can't copy right now. It's okay. Someone's texting us. My phone is on do not disturb, but I can see that messages are coming through on my computer.
You sound like you're disturbed.
you like my you like my
You
are not my coach. I did
that
not.
should just be the title of it.
So like,
Not even telling what it's about. Just saying you were not.
you gotta set proper expectations because like
that is a proper expectation.
you are not because there was someone that I used to like. Well, I still followed like their teachings and their trainings or whatever. But one of the times they talked about it was from a business perspective, but they were talking about like you can't just let anybody speak into your life. You can't just let anybody speak into your business and your business. Double is that a double entendre? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Double meaning. Pun intended. All of these things. All of these
works on multiple levels.
Yeah, it works on all of the levels. Anyways. Yes. So I had like worst person to be quarantined with versus sharing your office space with your significant other.
And why are they the same thing?
And I'm like, I feel like they're kind of the same thing, but it could be multiple conversations. Karen's is also a list of topics that we could talk about.
I want to talk to a Karen about why she feels attacked at being called a Karen. And why she feels justified being a Karen.
And why Karen is a racial slur. Oh, man.
No, I don't want to talk about that one. I'm gonna make somebody mad, I'm
sure. There are things. I don't know what I meant by that one, but pet peeves in the bedroom. There's your sex topic there, Angela.
Slap my blank.
I don't know. I'm like, I had it in my brain. I was like, that's a line I'm not gonna cross right now. But yeah, don't slap that. Slap that. Skeptics wasting my time. If you Sunny believe in what I do, don't. Okay, got it. Don't waste my time. Yes, pet peeves in the bedroom. Badass kids was something I had written down. Like, when you're walking, I don't walk through Walmart like talking about, but like
kids that you trip.
But like kids that you trip, kids like there was like a comedian that talks about farting in a kid's face. I still think that's freaking hilarious. But yeah, badass kids. Like you're out in public and you just see a kid and you're like, at least that's what I do. So
shake them.
No, you don't.
That's what that was, right? That was the kid's sound when you're like,
and it's like that's my sound of like
when the kid shoots him.
No, that is my sound of like I grew up being spanked, and I kind of feel like this child just needs spanking real quick. But I am not the mother, the father, whatever thing. What's the word I'm looking for?
Parent? Not
the parent. No, there's another word. Guardian. I am not their guardian, nor am I a part of their community. What is it? They say I'm not their village.
How do you say tribe?
Not their tribe. That's cool too. So I can't really snatch them up real quick.
At least what people can see.
So I have a badass kids versus this is why I don't have kids. I think that's both in the same category. Angela says that the pet peeves in the bedroom makes her wonder what you did.
What didn't I do?
What didn't you do?
Should wonder about. Look, you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know, now you know. No. Yep. Any other pet peeves that any other things to whine about?
I know what I want to whine about.
Do you want to whine? Do you want to whine about meetings that could have been an email? Because almost every meeting now. I feel like that's really a thing though. That's a common conversation. Cheryl says that her parenting style is like the elf. I think you're like the best mom, Cheryl.
I mean, I'm trying to remember what was the bad parenting in that movie. Sounded like it was good, yeah.
I feel like the parenting is good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there are some people that really love Elf, and there are some people who've only seen the movie once. I'm one of those people that have only seen it once. Not that I have anything against it, I just never went back to watch it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same. Oh, there's a Thai place called Same. I want to go to.
Same, but
I think
different.
it's a bar restaurant.
A restaurant.
Let's not say that one in public.
Oh, anything else that annoys you? What did you want to talk about?
No, it's good.
No, tell me.
No, it's good.
Tell me.
You don't want to know.
I want to know.
When have you said that and you were happy that you did?
That's not the point.
Not the point at
This
all.
is for entertainment.
Fine. Whine about it. Why people judge your wine. I want to say like adventure. There you go.
Like, you mean judge my journey?
That's one way to put it. But like, what
Sorry.
things like I'm thinking more of a like things that you should try out once in wine, and don't listen to people saying you shouldn't do this ever. That's kind of what I'm doing on it. So for me, I know one thing I like to do that makes you mad is I like to try the same wine at different temperatures.
Triggered.
Yep.
So, like, as like pro drink, however you want to drink, as I try to be,
Since when?
I publicly try to be super open, because I think it's not my place to tell people what to drink and how to drink it. But you're my boyfriend, and we live in the same house, and you've seen me naked and a lot of things, so I can say things to you. I feel like I just sounded like my mom, because like my mom would be like she'll say something to me, and I'm like, you can't say that. She's like, you mine? I had you, and I'm like, I feel like you mine. You're my boyfriend, so I can say whatever I want to. Yes, I'm like, I can't hear you, babe. So
why are you doing it now?
I'm trying to rephrase it so I will remember what the topic was, but so
Don't judge my wine journey.
don't judge. Let's whine about how I judge your wine journey.
I feel like it's better to like give some
About
good
wine
things.
snobs.
Well, give some good things that like things people should explore that typically if you just are learning about wine you would never do. You know?
Well, you
Like
do
pairing with chips, you know, they're like, make sure you pair it with an appropriate meal. They're like, well, you can actually
How
do a
many
little bit better.
tastings have I done with chips,
This
Bill?
is not the point. The point is that's an example
Trying to
of
call
how
me out.
that type of subject works.
Bro. But
But
Cheryl knows.
that
She
wine
says,
with Cheetos,
T
though.
know what to drink. I do know what to drink, okay? And
Yeah.
Merlot, I didn't say
Merlot with Cheetos though.
I wasn't
That
triggered
Merlot
about your
with
Merlot
Cheetos,
with
though.
Cheetos. I think that was a fine pairing. And
It's so good.
and Merlot with cheeses is fine too. But what made me
It was
mad,
necessary.
what
We had
made
to
me
go.
mad,
I
you
had
brought
to
it up.
experience.
We had to go, let's whine
You
about
need to know. I
Justin
needed
embarrassing
to
me
know.
in public.
Whoa, the show barely started.
Let's whine
Why is it
about
damn
Justin embarrassing me
lines?
in
Damn.
public.
What was that about? Don't judge my
Public.
journey.
Public.
I thought you deleted this for a reason.
So,
Thought you deleted it.
Mr. J.
Whoa,
Mm,
you're gonna tell him already?
yeah, I'm telling
Then
him.
you got a whole topic about
You
this.
want me to? There was like, I feel like you don't really embarrass me in public.
There you go.
There's
All right.
only that one time.
Now
So
you
this
can
is
go.
why we're talking about it right
Ah.
now. So, once upon a time,
Hmm.
in a far, far away land called Falls Church, Virginia.
Fine.
Wine? No, wine not. In Falls Church, Virginia, I was running lights for a show. I don't remember the name of it, but it was basically a compilation of a bunch of Sondheim music, something about loving me. I don't remember the name, but not important. So I'm I'm doing this show. I feel like the tickets were very expensive, but I got 2 comp tickets. And you're like back here humming, giving me like an overture in the background. Okay, cool. So Justin and our then roommate Eddie comes to the show, uses my comp tickets. I am running lights for the show. I'm not in the show, sad face, but I'm running lights for the show, and I'm actually getting paid to run the lights, and it's a very professional situation. And we get in, and they're sitting down. It is a what do you call it? A black box, so very small, intimate space. And they just finished doing the like, hey, so like turn off your phones. If you're eating anything, open whatever you're eating now, all of the things so you don't disturb the people that are around you. So Jay has set himself like basically right near me so he can see, like, look over the side of the seats and see me doing whatever, but I can also see what he's doing. And what does he do?
Right after the announcement, I was.
He does. She says now is the time to open your thing at the beginning of her announcement, and it is
you have
the
to
end.
Listen to what she's saying.
The end of her announcement.
You have to listen.
We're in blackout.
About it. People that talk during people talk.
People who talk over people. No, because that's what I do to you. But so like we're in blackout. They're setting the stage. It's setting the tone. It's setting the feels.
Cheryl, that game was called Fuck the Dealer.
The best the dealer.
I like your heart and what you.
Well, you're getting us off topic. But anyways, so. We're setting the stage. We're setting the tone, and it's completely silent. Everyone is getting into their theatrical space. They are suspending their disbelief. And Justin goes and opens his bag of Cheetos in the middle of all of this silence, and I was so embarrassed. And I watched him do it, and I was like, "Really, bruh?" And then I had to bring up the lights.
Cheetos a good roll with this one, actually.
Oh, they're great, quite great with this one. Barbecue chips would do well too. But yes, Cheryl's talking about the games. The drinking games that we've played together: Flip Cup, Thumper, and Fuck the Dealer. Yes. These are great games that'll get you crunk.
That was still one of my best moments ever. You got a group of people on a cruise to get fucked up.
I think that is quite entertaining. I was very surprised no one came over to be like, you guys can't say that, or can you rephrase what you're saying? I really thought we were going to get in trouble at some point, but that did not happen. All right, so we have been live for about an hour now. Thank you for those who stuck with us through the technical difficulties. Please follow us, watch us, and continue to enjoy our Whine About It. The plan is to do it on Fridays or anywhere between 6 and 6:30 p.m. Just depends on what's going on in my personal life and when I actually hit that live button. I don't like to commit to times. That's what's going to happen with that. So I'm glad you had so much fun, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Angela, for commenting and showing some love. Sharing is caring, all of that good stuff. And I will see you on the flip side. I don't know if I'm going to go live tomorrow. So catch you later. Love you lots. Mwah!
Miss you too.